Evening. So I have some happy news. Turns out that there's a whole bunch of people that are interested in my property. So many that they're holding off on offers till tomorrow night at 5 p.m. In which case there may be a bit of a bidding war. So not a lot of risk there. And it's going to be a short close, so it'll only be 15 days. Now, if you know me or you've been watching any of my videos, you understand that I'm not really fussed about money. I do not worship your paper god. It is like the downfall of society and has allowed very malicious people to leverage off of it and get to the top of the pack when they don't belong there. Now, you'll understand if you've met me in person, I don't need that much money for people to be insanely jealous of me. They are just that way innately. Now that's power. And it's a lot more power than your stupid paper money. But unfortunately, we live in the dark. And I need money to facilitate me doing the work that I have to do right now. So thankfully, in 15 days, as I said, everything's going to be a lot easier. And the first thing I'm going to do is find a lawyer. Now, this lawyer is going to have experience not only with inheritance law, because that's where we're going first. I want also somebody that has the capability to tell me if I can sue for civil conspiracy. After that's done, with my ex, maybe under the domestic abuse coercive control, tort, and also my mother. Understand this, we've been living in a place where really, really awful people can just walk around with kind faces on, and people actually believe them. Like, that has to end. And this is far deeper than just money. Now, if you've been watching for a while, you understand my Zamboni comment. Like, I don't lie. I don't lie at all. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do as I'm doing it so that everybody around the table can't say that I lied, because as I said, I don't lie. And if you want a really juicy story, I would strongly suggest you go back through the videos and watch from the beginning, as I said, because it's it's juicy. I'm also going to need a lawyer that has access to a tech person. Like, I'm looking up now if I can get somebody to go into my computer and figure out who's hacked me. I want their IP addresses, and I also want names. I want a list of names. After we find out what fraud or perjury or whatever the hell my mother has done, I'm going to want somebody to go into her accounts, if possible, and find out where every dime of her money has gone for the past 2 years, including any transfers that may have gone to anybody else, including people in my community. I want records of every single post about me online, and I want the records directly from Meta, because I know a whole bunch of them have probably been deleted. But once you post things online, they're never really deleted. You know that, right? I want names of the group people in the group chats, and then I want to start correlating stuff. A lot of my social media platforms have been hacked. Like, somebody's in my TikTok right now deleting comments, and has been for a while. I'm at -7 comments. How does that even happen? It doesn't. I've requested the data, but it's like now somebody's in my computer timing out the 2FA phone code thing. So I really need to know who's gotten in there as well. So a full, I guess, audit of all my technology, including my phone. And as mentioned, whoever's gotten in here, I want IP addresses. And if they're out of the country, I want to find out who hired them. Now, there's currently an open case with a big authority figure, so you're probably going to have to work maybe a little bit with them. But, you know, maybe we can all work together. Maybe we can all work together and figure out this monstrosity out. I want somebody who can go into my devices and get me all this information, and then I want you to synthesize it for me in a kind way that's not going to break my heart into 5,000 pieces, because it will. Finally, I want a lawyer that understands that I will be posting 100% of this online, and I don't give a fuck if you try and sue me. Everybody around the table is going to know how deep this abuse goes and what exactly it looks like, so we can make sure it doesn't happen again. Yeah. That's just on the legal side. On the business side, I'll also have a little bit of money to help push this one off the table. So Game time, kids. Who's excited?